My name is Kevo Stero. I'm a visual artist from Masaimbili Artist Collective. It's a collective in Kibera, Nairobi. I joined it like sometimes back, like in 2004. So it's been some times there. I started as a street artist, a painter doing signage in the streets. And then later I got to know about galleries and then other more that kind of works. And now I do installations and performative installations most of the time. The idea of Obange is a Luo word. It's a Luo word that is very common. But what it actually means is, it means there's this guy in the society that people look down to. Like there's this one person who is like, they think he's a crazy or he's high or he's, he's just out, he's not in the world. That's why I say in the community, because that's why I differentiate the society and the community. It's the society who doesn't want this guy. He's part of the whole community, But the people who understand the rules of engagement in the society, in the community, they are the guys who say, don't come in the meeting. It's an elders meeting. But the guy who's been told not to come to the meeting is the guy who will be sent to go and get water. He's the guy who will be sent to go and get everything they need. He knows where to get them. Oh, he knows where to get who when they're not there. Even he knows, even all the dogs know him. The dogs don't want other guys, they just want him. This is Obange. I sat down and thought about the Obange effect. It's more like you might be one of them, but you don't know. People might see you at, because it's denial, because you don't want to show society. People don't want to speak because they might be put into that box, the Obange box, which is a very nice box. It's a box with flowers. This idea has been there, but now when I came to listen to a particular woman, my friend, she's my friend who sells vegetables, she wakes up at 2. I know her schedule because I know that, like, I've been around 24 hours. I know she wakes up at 2. There's special bus to go to the market. She comes back, she comes back at maybe 5 o'clock in the morning. By maybe 6 o'clock, she's sold everything because she's selling to people who won't go to the market, like wholesale. They go to sell to other guys. After that, she's always sleeping. But people think she's sleeping, but she knows a lot. When you sit with her, she starts telling you about everything. And she's very innocent. She doesn't even know when she's telling you, like, that guy is a thief, that guy is the policeman. She knows everything about the 24 hours clock. So I've been working with projects about the emotional sustainability and mapping projects. Ways of mapping. How do you map? How do you map where you live? Do you use maps or do you use, like, how does Obange map a place? He doesn't use specific places. He doesn't use this road because he knows they don't like him there. You see, so the idea of the Obange exhibition was mapping Nairobi in the concept of the Obange. And this was not just for the people who come to see the exhibition, it was also for the artists to learn, to understand more about the idea of mapping and the idea of paradigms, the idea of new ways of understanding things. When someone has lived somewhere for some time, he has a lot of knowledge about the geography, the architecture, the planning, everything that has happened over the years. And people don't ask about that. People look at them as just some old guy there. But if you just interact with them and talk with them, this is like the Obanges I'm talking about. It's like they understand a lot from how it was when it was a forest here. This is something we get a lot. People, like, when they're in their 80s, they always tell us, this was used to be a forest. This land is stolen. This land is for this guy. They're like walking archives, like live archives just thrown around. So when when I thought about the archives and the mapping of Nairobi, it's because these Obanges, like someone who cannot be defeated by small things. He knows everywhere, he's an archive. He knows where there's a new gate and where there's no gate, where they changed the road or he knows everything. He knows people's wives because the wives are in the houses when you go to work. So he knows this woman lives there, even if you meet where. So like he's an archive and he's a map. He's like actual map, like it's not like Google Map, you go and see special points. He's like mapping the whole community and he knows it, and he's not going to steal from you, but I don't know, he's just too educated. It's like when it comes to maps, he's too educated. Like the Nairobi is very funny. It's we have the Westlands, then we have the Southlands, we have the Eastlands, we have the CBD. But there's something, we don't have the North. I don't think. There's somewhere something got lost somewhere. This is from research from other projects of maps. What I did with my friends is go to specific people, different cultures, different kind of mentality. And they helped us go through the community and talk to the guys. So the whole process is engaging and fun and talking about something stupid. This Obange thing. Everybody wants to talk about it, and people, they want to laugh and say. So we did it in like workshops. So we had a poetry workshop where we learned about parklands and the culture and the poetry of parklands. The person who was moderating the workshop is a poet, a writer. It's called Bethwell. And he told us about the history of parklands. This is another thing about mapping. It's about understanding the city. It's not just like I've been born in Nairobi. I didn't know in parklands even the trees, jacaranda, they meant something. I didn't know. He knows about that. I didn't know they meant something. Very deep story, you see. Because now he's like the Obange of there. He understands parklands very well. He can take you around very well, but he's a poet. So it was someone who understood the place, but in a kind of a manner. So when we are in Kibera here, we understand here, so it was more easier. When we went to Westlands, we got this lady who knew about the wetlands and the properties there, and what was there, because it didn't make sense for us to just go and get just an ordinary Obange. The whole exhibition should be very simple and clear, though we have material that we have collected that will be presented, and this material is not like final work. It's not complete. I won't say it's complete because it's something to question. So it's material we have, we can show, but this is material to help people to question. So the exhibition is more performative, more interrogative. Eh? It's an interrogation. You come there, it's like you come to church, and you ask yourself, I might be one of them. You go to church, you say I might be one of them. It's never, you are not angel, it's devil. You say I might be one of the devil. Otherwise, why am I here? But yeah, it's an interrogative and it's participatory. So this is the kind of thing looking forward to. It's something, because it's like I said, it's not just for the community, it's for the artist community, us who participated in it, to understand the concept more. Because even us, we are not like I'm not sure I'm one of them. I look like, I feel like, but yeah, what we are looking forward to for people to come. One of it is something else we do is education. It's something I work with. It's paradigm. It's new ways of people to learn. When we are here, we understand a lot, but we don't communicate. So one of the things to get from the exhibition is when you come and understand what is a map, you don't have to believe that you have to have a map. You have a map walking around sometimes. This is education, number one. Research, you come, you understand. It's a lot of things, It's a lot of people who have been to town, but they never been to the National Archives. And it's just 50 shillings and everybody stands there, but they never went into the archives. They think that is government property. And then there's the questioning of self. When I was talking, it was the question if might I be one of them, or might I have information that I've never thought about. I might have information that I never thought about, just because every day I walk from here to town, but I have a map. I never told anyone that there's a shortcut somewhere, but that's information you can share. So it's to come, to question, to answer, to talk. So, but to educate. I would say it's a more of an educational thing, just without going to school. No, it's cool. I think it's cool. Yeah.